Today I want to just serve a reminder of it's okay to take a break. I think when we get towards the end of the year, we get crazy mindseted thinking we got to get it done. And we're, pushing for the end goal. And I admit I was totally on the same path. And I've had to really just take a step back in this last week or two. Unfortunately, we lost my only uncle to his fight with cancer, and it's been an insane last couple weeks. Me, my mom, and Molly went to Atlanta, and it was a long drive. It was a lot of stuff going on. My mom is not doing so well. She did something to her knee, or knees, I should say, and she's having a hard time walking. And then we came home. My mom left to go help out with my uncle in New Mexico, and so that was literally like right as we got back from Atlanta, and Molly and I kind of started to get some school done, and then Thursday came along and they had told us there was nothing further they can do for my uncle. He was placed in hospice, and Molly and I jumped in the car the next day to head out there in hopes that we made it in time, and we did. We got to say goodbye, and my mom was really not walking well at that point, and so I said, well, we drove out here, like, you're just gonna drive back, like, you're not gonna try to fight the airport with this situation. So she drove home. We stopped at all his favorite places. If you've never been to Uranus in Missouri, go get you some fudge. They will pack it. We stopped at Lambert's, which was another one of his favorites, in like the Ozark area. They're famous for like throwing rolls at you, and it's a ton of food. It's definitely a novelty place, but that was what my uncle was all about. And so when we got home, I already was in this mindset, like, okay, we've missed so much, like, this month, like, we got to get it done. And my mom actually served a reminder to me, and she's like, like, we're all processing a lot, like, don't push her to do like school and stuff. And it like hit me in the face, because I was like, whoa, like, she's right. Like, we didn't even have time to process, because it was like back in the car, like things were moving quickly because the services was going to be in the Chicago area. And so we were in New Mexico. We had to get back. They had a family vacation planned, so like they were heading out anyway, my aunt and like her kids and stuff. And so she was gonna go do that, and I thought it was great. It was a perfect distraction. And then I'm like coming home, and all I can think about is, okay, how many lessons do we have left? What do we have to do? And then we get home, and I'm like, I'm hit by a bus, essentially. Like, I'm exhausted. I must have went to bed at the same time as Molly last night. We drove like 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. to get home. Yes, like literally all day to 1 a.m. Not sure that was the greatest choice, but once you hit like that 2 to 3 hour left mark, you're like, well, I don't want to stay in a hotel. Like, it feels pointless. So you just push through, and it was brutal. So like Molly's been sleeping in. She's got some kind of like sinus thing going on, and so she hasn't been feeling the best. And I'm just like, you know what? And I'm having surgery next week. As of today, I'm having surgery 1 week from today. I think you guys will be seeing this video in a couple days. I'm not sure. I have not filmed, pre-recorded anything for when I'm gonna be out. So I'm trying to get, I've got this weekend. I want to get up my curriculum picks for next year. And then that's it. That's all I'm doing. I want to get that out to you guys. And then that's it. Like, we are taking a break. And I don't even care if we have 10 lessons left of the year or whatever it is. We just need to take a break. I know I'm going to be in a lot of pain. I'm going to be needing a lot of help for a couple of days. Anything with the abdomen is not going to be fun for me to bend or any of those things. I have like back-to-back doctor's appointments, and Molly has doctor's appointments. It's just eye doctor, all these things that I'm trying to like squeeze in because I don't know how well I'm going to be for a while. And so I'm like, you know what? This just serves as a reminder once again that we get in this mindset of like, boom, boom, boom. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do. And then it's like life hits you and smacks you, and you have to be okay to just fall and be like, you know what? We're going to get back on track. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I've also been dealing with the stressors. I don't know if you've heard, but we live in Illinois and they are trying to pass some insane laws right now. We would be the first state ever, if this were to pass, that we could go and serve jail time. I think a lot of people are nervous, scared, worried about how this bill is going to affect our homeschooling and how we'd be filtered through the public school system, and without any extra income going towards the public school system. So it's going to put a burden on our already burdened public school system, and it's just a lot. We're going to have portfolios, and you know, as much as I have all those things and that isn't what I have to worry about, it's once they start to seek the control, it just gives more leeway for them to control more and more and more. And it's like they were like trying to say that we would need background checks, because the whole point behind the bill is to prevent abuse. And I think it's absolutely asinine. We already have things in place to prevent abuse, and like there's no way to prevent it 100%. We had 2 teachers within the last 2 weeks that have gotten arrested like in our area for bad things, and it's like they clearly had background checks and it did nothing. So like they have to worry about them, and like we're like the parents, like what? Like it's almost like someone was like, can you imagine if you're giving birth to your child and if they have reach here, like can you imagine one day that they're going to be like, you know what, you got to have a background check before you bring home your baby to show that you're a fit parent? Like you're not, like what on a background check is going to prove that? You know, like I don't know. It's a lot. And there were like 50 something oppositional witness slips that were signed to like 200 something that were for it, and somehow it passed into the House. I know they've been delayed. There are people who are trying to put motions in place for more information because everything is so vague. So it's kind of scary. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but I sure as heck hopes that it will get dropped. I'm not saying that because we have little to no things or laws in Illinois that, you know, we should keep it that way. I'm not opposed to certain things changing, but some of the things that they are trying to pull is just too much. It's just too much. And it's crazy. And it makes me worried for other states on if this gets passed, like where they're going to try to push it next. So anyways, I'm just here to gently just remind everyone that before life hits you in the face, like, take the break. It's okay. Like, there's no timeline. I know I just had a video come out talking about us year-round homeschooling, and so I feel like that I just have to get into the better mindset, because I've been so used to doing regular homeschool, not year-round, that this is just how it's going to be, and it's going to be okay. So my content may be few and far between in the coming weeks, but I'm going to try my best to keep up. I know I'll be housebound, so it won't be hard to just flip up my phone and record some stuff. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I am literally scared to pieces. I've never had surgery besides a C-section, and I was awake for it. So yeah, lots going on, lots to come. This has been already a pretty rough year. I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you in my next video.